guys! Today I decided I wanted to bring my garden inside, so I'm making a floral arrangement using only stuff from my garden. It's no secret that I love zinnias. I have a ton of them growing in my garden right now. My father-in-law is actually the person that got me into zinnias because he always grows hundreds of them in his garden every year. And of course, he gave me thousands of seeds last year to plant at our new place, so I've been doing so. I have a couple of varieties growing in my garden, but the ones you see here are giant zinnias, and I actually let mine lay down on the ground and then they kind of sprout up. That's kind of what zinnias naturally are supposed to do. So what you're seeing here is really one plant, well, these pink ones are really just one plant that's laid down and all the flowers have shot straight up. And I do this in all my gardens. Some people like to use a netting to keep them upright, but I don't. This is Malabar spinach, one of my favorite veggies to grow in my garden. You eat it just like spinach. The berries are edible, the stems are edible, and the foliage is edible. Oh my gosh, I hate this stuff. It smells like cat pee, but it's actually really pretty in arrangements. So if you can handle it, put them in there. If you can't, this is probably one that you want to nix. Although it's not really that potent, you have to be really close to it to smell it. Now this is one of my favorite trees growing in my gardens. I have two of them. These are known as Chaste trees or Vitex or Texas Lilac. I'll be publishing a few videos on this tree coming up here pretty soon. A seed saving video and then also a seed starting video. So stay tuned for that. This interesting plant is actually Salvia Reptans. It grows all over my property. It's kind of a wildflower here in East Texas, and it stays in bloom from spring until the first frost, which I really love. And I just love the little purple flowers that it has and the stringy look. It self-seeds and it's a perennial, so you can dig them up and move them to a place where you think you would like to have them. I'm planning on moving them into my new cottage garden that I'm planning for next year. I'm kind of going for a cottagey, sort of messy look with this arrangement. So I've loaded some of my bigger pieces of foliage in first, and then I'm going to load this thing up with all these beautiful zinnias. Adding in some of that Malabar spinach that I love so much. I think the berries are so beautiful. When they're mature, they turn into little black berries that you can eat. They kind of taste like black olives. But I just love the beautiful purple stems that the Malabar spinach has. Now I'm adding in some African blue basil that's in bloom. They have really pretty sort of light purple blooms and they're very fragrant, and the underside of the foliage has sort of purple speckling. It's a really pretty plant. It's perfect for arrangements as a filler. Now here's a really interesting addition. This is actually Ichiban Eggplant foliage. It's very beautiful, and I'm kind of sick of my eggplants right now. I'm about to tear them out, so I don't mind cutting them back a little bit. Also adding in some sweet potato vine. I love this sweet potato vine because it has this these beautiful sort of fuchsia variegated leaves that turn green as they mature, and then they sometimes will even get some white variegation on them. Here's the arrangement all done. I hope you guys like it, but most of all, I hope it inspires you to bring some of your garden inside. Now this arrangement will probably last me about a week or two, and if stuff starts to wilt that doesn't last as long as others, I'll just go ahead and replace it with new stuff from the garden. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. I'm planning on doing videos every single day, and I've got a lot of stuff planned for this year, so I'm excited to share it all with you. And here's Leo hanging out with my new arrangement. He's such a cutie. I can't help but bring the animals in on videos sometimes because they're just adorable. Look at him. How could you just not love that sweet little face? Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.